Good day, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So, if you are yet to subscribe, and you've not done that, make sure you do what to click on the subscribe button, like, share, make your comments, and also, guys, if you are yet to follow the Telegram channel, I'll put the link to the Telegram channel in the comment section. So, let's see what we'll be expecting this week on our Australian dollar to US dollar, AUD USD. We would want to start with the trend. You all know market tends to give us three movements. They're just three movements, simple. It's either it is trending downward, it's either trending upward, or it is either ranging. So the overall trend, if you have to look at it on our AUD USD, our overall trend on AUD USD is clearly on a downtrend move. That is the overall trend. But we have the overall trend and we have the current trend. Have it that in mind, right? The overall trend on AUD USD is a downtrend move, but the current trend on AUD USD is literally on an uptrend move. So currently, market is trending to the upside. Still does not take away the fact that the overall view, full view, the massive view on AUD USD is literally on a downtrend move. But we would be going for the current trend, which is an uptrend move. We all know we will want to be looking at what markets will be doing this week. In order to predict what markets will be doing this week, we would want to look at this trend, which is the current trend, which is currently giving us trending markets move to the upside. Now, here we will see something like this, an higher high. This is our higher low. This is our higher high, and this is our higher low. This is our higher high. You can see that this higher high took out this previous high, and now our higher low has come to play out. Our next movement on AUDUSD will be a new higher high. So basically, I'll say this is for swing traders or probably position traders, right? For those who would trade for like 2 months, you might still be speculating on bullish move. But take a look at what market is currently doing right now. In order to predict this week movements, you'll see that within this level, the markets ranged. Markets actually rejected from this level, which came up. We also had a rejection from this level, which made it drop to the support level. Then we had this rejection, which made it give us that bullish move to cut up this resistance. From this resistance, we had a rejection that made it to drop to the support level. Markets reacted here. Markets eventually came to this our resistance. What did the market do after it taps our resistance? It broke out of it. I noticed that we've actually gotten a breakout movement. Then the market eventually broke out of it. We had a pullback, which is currently playing out to what? To come and retest it. So we're having something like a break and retest. Once market tests this movement, our next movement on AUDUSD would be another movement to the upside. So that is it. Our full trend, uptrend move. Market is currently giving us a pullback to retest it. Once we retest it, another movement is coming to the upside. So that is on the weekly time frame. So now, let's see what market will actually do next on daily time frame. So we would want to see what market is. So in order to predict daily, to understand the daily market also, we want to know the trend, which on the daily time frame also, which is our current trend. It is trending upward. See, have it in mind that the full view, the overall view on AUDUSD is downtrend move, but the current movement on AUDUSD is literally on an uptrend move. So we would have to go to the daily time frame. Now this is it. Daily time frame. Because the market has eventually came to tap this level. Give us a pullback. Give us higher high. Here comes the higher low, which broke out. It eventually tested it. New higher high. Here is the higher low. New higher high. The market eventually dropped. What did the market do? Market formed a coach. You can see it. market eventually formed a gauge, indicating a reversal movement, change in trend. So, like we said, we would want market to come to tap this resistance level. That is our target. So, since we are expecting market to come down to tap this resistance level, we would see something like a drop, a pullback. So, wait for the pullback. Once the pullback plays out, expect another drop. So, this week on AUDUSD, we will be going bearish. Our projection for this week on AUDUSD will be a bearish move. Even though that the weekly time frame still says we might want to push up, but that still weekly time frame still says we would be expecting market to come to test this level we broke out from, which market is currently doing, and now we can have it on the daily time frame, whereby a little bit of a pullback, then another drop, which will eventually test this level for a week. So this week prediction is a bearish move. Go down to the forward time frame. You can clearly see on the forward time frame, we're having a series of lower low and a lower high. This here is our lower low. And here comes the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Here is the lower high. Then here is the lower low. Lower high is currently playing. We are likely to have something like an equal high, or possibly then another lower low. So whatever market does, you should be looking for an opportunity to sell. It's either we start getting a sell from here, or market might likely to come to this level here or sell. So any of these two level are potential level for a sell, either at this level here or at this level. Whatever thing you would want to do, you want to see markets to drop to tap this support level, this previous resistance level. Once it taps it, I will give you guys an update next on what you should be expecting on AUDUSD. So let's take a look at Swiss franc, USD Swiss franc. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, make sure you subscribe, like, share, make your comments, follow the Telegram channel. I will put the link to the Telegram channel in the comment section. So let's take a look at our USD Swiss franc. We would also want to know the trend on our USD Swiss franc. So we clearly can see that our trend on USD Swiss franc is literally on a downtrend. So let's see. I think this movement started from here, 2022. So you can see from year 2022, even before that, if you have to look at it, if you have to zoom it out properly, since 2023, since 2001, USD Swiss franc has just been dropping massively. So now to look at this current movement, you will see something like this impulsive move. Have that in mind that this impulsive move, when you go to your forward time frame, you will see series of lower low and a lower high, series of lower low and a lower high. Then we had this corrective wave, impulsive move. And here comes the corrective wave, impulsive move. Then we had this corrective wave, impulsive move. Then we had this corrective wave. Market dropped and it eventually came to retest it, something like a double top, right? Then we had this impulsive move, which you might see that broke this our neckline here. Then we had this corrective wave, impulsive move, corrective wave has been made here. So we are currently on an impulsive move, meaning we should be expecting more sell on USD Swiss franc. So our bias and our forecast against the USD Swiss franc is literally on a downtrend. So we should be expecting USD Swiss franc to actually drop. Or that is our bias. That should be what we should be expecting next on USD Swiss franc. So USD Swiss franc, our next movement, another drop, which basically should take out this previous lower low. You can see it here. This is the previous lower low. Should expect market to drop and give us new lower low, thereby taking out this previous lower low here. Now let's go down to the daily time frame. So what is the daily time frame actually doing? Trend on today's daily time frame is also on a downtrend move. Now we would want to see what market is currently doing here. If you are to zoom it out on a 4-hour weekly time frame, so that this is the corrective wave, and now the impulsive move is currently playing, which you have in a series of lower low and a lower high. So we will have something like this: low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Here's the lower high. So what next do you expect on USD Swiss franc? Of course, our next movement and our next prediction on USD Swiss franc is a new lower low. So basically, USD Swiss franc is about to sell. So we should be expecting a sell. But first of all, it's more likely to come to tap this level. There's huge possibility that to come to tap this level, thereby forming an equal lower high. So once if it manages to come here to tap this, it will give us an equal lower high, and that will now give us the sell. So any level is possible for USD Swiss franc to actually sell. Either we get the sell from this level or we get the sell from this level. So watch out for any of this level. That most likely be a sell. For now, the pullback is still playing out, which is very, very strong bullish. Only sell once you get the sell set up. As for the 4-hour time frame, this is literally pushing up, going bullish. So be very, very careful, as this could be the high, low, high, low, high, low, and one more high is likely to push up to play out, which will now come to tap an equal lower high, and then another drop most likely play out. And if it plays out from this level, then absolutely you can go ahead. If not, it will most likely push up a bit at this level, eventually push up. So any of these two levels is a valid point that USD Swiss franc is sell the week. Now let's take a look at what USD CAD is currently doing. So let's take a look at our full trend, uptrend move. It is trending, but our current trend is literally trending to the downside. So main trend, the overall trend, the full bigger picture is trending to the upside, but the current movement is trending downward. So we are seeing something like this: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Now we'll be expecting a lower low. So for position traders, day traders or whatever call it, your next movement, our next forecast on USD CAD be a sell, which means you should be expecting market to actually drop and sell to take out this previous lower low. This is the previous lower low, so we'll be expecting a new lower low. So this movement is most likely for position traders who tend to hold trade for like months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or even 4 months. So this will be an opportunity for you to open for the sell. As we can see, something is currently playing here, which wants to play a double top. Markets push at the rejection that made it drop, but eventually push, and the rejection is making it to drop also. Expect more sell. Now let's read down to the daily time frame. So on this daily time frame, we are currently ranging within this level. Markets came in to test this level. Markets eventually pushed up, which might tap all your head, your and this is first left shoulder. This is your head. Came back, right shoulder. You all know the red head and shoulder pattern. So more likely market is likely to come and actually break below this level. So we should be expecting some break below this level. That is what I would possibly be expecting. Also have it in mind that it's likely not, if in case it does not play out this week, then it will most likely come to tap this resistance level, which I believe it will. This is my forecast. Personally, my own forecast on USD CAD is that market should come to tap this resistance level then you might now start expecting a sell that will break this low. Now it have the possibility of dropping to break this low, which I don't think it will, but if in case it does that, then go ahead and take your sell. If it does not do that, then expect it to come to tap this resistance level. Once it taps the resistance level, then you can now go ahead to take your sell on USD CAD. So stay updated, follow the Telegram channel, the link in the comment section.